Hello friends, I'm Ultraviolent4. This is episode 21 and it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Might not quite be Christmas where you are, but that means you're living in the past, so Merry Christmas everyone. Man, it's been we made it to a few of these. It's quite something when you think back that, I don't know, I've been making these for something like 3 years now. It's quite amazing. Well, for everyone out there who's supported me over this time, I want to thank you. It means a lot, and it's been a lot of fun. Doing this with all of you guys out there, with all of the nonsense where you make me laugh in the comments, and all of the memes and all that stuff, it's fantastic. I wouldn't do it otherwise. I think I probably would have been bored of Crawl a long time ago if it wasn't for how fun it is to play it with all of you guys. So, again, thank you. We are in Tomb 2 right now. We used we used some optimal strategies to take off our armor and shield, and along with the Brilliance potion, we were able to get a shatter off. So we blew open Tomb 1 here, and we skipped the scary part of Tomb 2. I think this ambush bolt in Tomb 2 is actually the worst bit of Tomb. I think it's even scarier than Tomb 3 is, but we skipped it, so that's good. And we're going to go down, we're going to try to get our 11th rune. We're going to get our first Ziggurat figurine of an infinite number. And that's about it. Yep. New memes. This one is called "Can I Take Your Shield, Sir?" by Mercier. And this is harkening back to our time in Holy Pan. You see the rows of plain large shields there. I like how it says 1 to 400 because there probably actually were roughly 400 large shields. No, not quite. They're about 50, but still, it was an absurd number. And then, yeah, Davis. I wonder, is that Ziggy behind the counter there, grabbing the artifact shield? I don't know, but this is really good, so thank you for that. And I hope I didn't butcher how you're supposed to say your name. I'm assuming that you're French or something like that. Alright, Tomb 3. We got a little bit of clearing to do around this outside bit. I've completely forgotten what my character does. Alright, let's guardian mummies. We gotta be careful of these Zot traps here. I say that and then I just step back in. If I'm doing this properly, we're sticking back here so we can't see these traps at all. Because the monsters that step on them, the effects can hit you. Oh man, I'm just thinking back to when we had, what are those things called? Shadow traps. Oh man, that was nasty. It would do shadow creatures, but they were permanent, so especially in Tomb, when you had all these summons everywhere and you had the scarab beetles randomly running around, they just set them off continually. Here's a Bennu. This one is really scary when you're undead. So it's very fast. It claws twice for 24, pecks for 27, and its peck does Holy Wrath branded attacks. There you go. Extra damage if you're undead or demons. They're immune to pretty much all of the elemental damage that you can throw at it, and they have 2 lives, so you need to be very careful of those when you're a mummy. They're more scary than the actual mummies themselves, I'd say. Alright, first one down. I'm gonna step back. Yeah, okay. I mean, they're pretty fragile. So, as long as you're not stuck in a terrible situation, they're mostly okay. But you need to respect them, because if you let them hit you, they'll kill you very quickly. And if you ever get multiple bennies, you might be in trouble. Alright, Tomb 3. I don't think we need push and petition here, but I would like to use our strat to find haste. I'm momentarily confused. I bet you the devs have hot patched this in between our episodes, and now it's going to take us a bunch of rolls. That's invis. Puff of Frost. Slow down. Yeah. It's alright. How many of these charges do we have? 72 random effects. So we have a lot. Our main issue is just that if we keep rolling malmutate and we ruin our stats really badly, that plus mummy death curses that can also do the same thing. Oh, hang on, we just randomly teleported ourselves. Oh, wait, that's horrible. We might teleport ourselves back into the Tomb 2 ambush. Ah, that's funny. If you ever are teleporting and you don't want to, read another scroll of teleportation. It will cancel the one that was going. That's funny. Again. Alright. Maybe I will just go push and petition, because there you go, that's our third teleport scroll in a row. There's invis again. Alright. One more. Two more. Three more. Four. Okay, it's not working. Okay. We've lost 4 of our decks and a few teleport scrolls. So there is the downside of doing this. I mean, the teleport thing normally wouldn't be a downside, nor would the stat loss, because, I mean, losing some decks when you're in, say, Pan or something, who cares? But in this instance, it does matter, because, yeah, death curses and we could have been teleported in. So I guess we will push and petition. There you go, devs, you win this round. We could go. We of course don't care about the heal wounds because we're at full HP already. But in terms of buffs, we could get haste, agi, flight, brilliance, or we could get haste and resistance. I'm tempted by the resistance one just because with extra RF it makes us safer using scrolls of immolation, which is very powerful in Tomb, and Tomb 3 especially. I'm gonna go for that one actually. It's more expensive and we don't get the brilliance or agi or anything, but yeah, let's do that. So we have 2 pips of RF now. So now we can just use immolation here. Look at all this gold we've found. Now the way that I like to do this is run to one of these sides. Let's see. I think the one that has less gold is going to be the side with the Zig figurine. To be honest, I'm just guessing 50-50, but if I give you a reason, then if I'm right, it will sound like I knew what I was talking about. No, but I think the one that has less gold is going to have less let me start again. The one with less gold is going to have more items, and it's that side with all the items that will have the Zig, whereas this is the gold side and less actual loot. So we're gonna run towards that one. Here's a Bennu. They have really good MR, I think. Yeah, so we can't do that at all. Sorry, in terms of trying to hex it. I wonder if I should just exploit this stuff now. No, I really just need to kill the Bennu. Let's make a friend. You know what? Let's go in immolation. It's more fun that way. Even though we're hitting our friend the servitor, he's not going to care. And then let's look. I'm looking for the Zig Ziggurat. There it is. Okay, so I was correct. If you can get it, especially if you have appetation, it's a lot easier to grab. It gives you a really good escape tool. And I mean, I'm sure when you started watching this Infinite Zig run, that you expected there'd be some amount of zigging. Well, you should have read the fine print. No. So here you go. Here's the first amount of zigging. We're gonna pick up a Zig figurine. Cool. I've got an auto inscription to put exclamation mark asterisk on it so that the game will warn me if I try to do anything with it, because accidentally using it when you don't mean to is horrible, especially considering how useful it is. You know what? We don't really care about these mummies. We can just keep fighting him forever, maybe. All the same, we're standing on the stairs. Our haste just ran out. I should probably Vile Clutch this greater mummy. I mean, so I said we're not really afraid of the mummy because we ourselves are a mummy, but you still should be because they're greater mummies. So no matter what, they'll always be better than you. Oh, that was an enemy Mana Viper. I don't know why I thought it was mine. I'm just so used to seeing them. Here's an Ancient Lich, so I think if we can just finish this greater mummy off, I'd like to go back upstairs. We're out of mana now. Too dangerous to look into the crystal ball right now. Well, not dangerous, but it's never going to work. So we'll just reset. We'll get our magic points back, and I think I'm going to shoot some more random effects ones. There we go, it works. We got the haste. The devs just need to prove a point to say, hey Ultra, this doesn't work every time, okay? In some ways that's sort of like a concession. Oh, this room's worse because it's got a dispersal trap in it. Any monster who hits that is going to blink all of us everywhere. Which is actually a new sort of dangerous thing about Tomb now. You might even call it's a dangerous trap. I mean, it's literally a trap, but yeah, you get my point. If you're in here trying to fight on the stairs, this one's not too bad, sort of out of the way. But if you had a dispersal trap closer to the door here, I could see your positioning just getting destroyed, and then you're in a lot of trouble. We've been slowed by a death curse, so we're now back to normal speed. Oh, I'm getting force mores because there's something invis here. I don't care that much. We've got greater mummies coming from above us as well. I want to run back to the hatch up before this greater mummy summons millions of summons and completely blocks the stairs from us. Oh, we failed servitor. That doesn't happen every day. Good thing Zombie Hands is fair and balanced. Let's go again. At this point, I don't think we need the haste. We don't really need it. It would have been useful. But we don't need to prove the point anymore. Let's go Immolation again. And we'll Vile Clutch some stuff. Alright, there we go. Begin the explosions. Oh yeah, actually, I just realized we didn't have resistance this time. So this is actually much more dangerous. Reading Immolation on a big pack like this, when you're you've only got 1 pip of RF, and you're not Mechleb, so you're not healing on kills, is pretty dangerous of me. I think maybe I should teleport. Actually, this is kind of stupid what I'm doing here. And we're slowed from the effect of death curses. So let's teleport. We're down to 7 actually. Oh, and there's Mara. Speaking of wanting to have lots of RF, against Mara you definitely do. But let's teleport out of here. That works because we can get back to the stairs now. I say as I shut the door that was our path back to the stairs. I'm tempted just to control blink over there. We're slowed. We're a little bit hurt. We're not extremely hurt, but being slowed sucks. And we have 10 scrolls of blinking, so it's quite a lot. We have more scrolls of blinking than we do of scrolls of teleportation. That's not something you see every day. And I could try to passage through Galubria down there, but the thing about these really fast death scarabs that are using baddie movement everywhere is that they're very likely just to ruin any passage attempts we make. Well, let's try one anyway. If we're going to do a controlled blink, we've got plenty of time anyway. Well, we can't do it. Let's do a random blink. That didn't help. One more. Okay, that didn't help even more. Now we're dying. Alright, can you controlled blink onto the passage? I've never tried this because that's sort of a strange thing to do, but we're going to find out. This is science. Answer, yes, it works. Let's go back up. Oh, I should not stand behind the servitor like that. He could shoot an iron shot and kill us there. Do I want to haste? Yeah, let's haste again. Good. And I gotta remember, don't use immolation, it's not so good, but I really want to. Look at all this value. No. I'm going to random blink. We're hasted, so we can just sort of make a... Oh, there's a Bennu. Okay. I don't like this so much anymore. Let's file clutch it. I'm going to keep random blinking. Oh, that was perfect. We random blinked up towards the stairs. Now, as long as nothing hits that dispersal trap, it should be okay. And we want the Bennu to die. That's the main thing here. Alright, went down once. It's back alive again, but we're missing a quarter of our hit points here. Let's keep going. If we can get the Bennu again, I'll feel a lot happier about this. Oh, it got adjacent to us. That's my bad. Alright, good. Went down. Let's go back up. Are there enemies here? No, I'm just imagining it. Okay. I thought those invis enemies were from summons. They were indeed. Yeah, I missed a turn there where I could have Vile Clutched the Bennu to stop it from getting adjacent to us. Which is my bad. So we got the Bennu. Mara's still there. Do we want to just keep hasting? I think we probably don't need to anymore. Every time I say that, I regret my decision. But yeah, these ones are all sort of a lot less scary. There's Mara. Gonna get right in the corner. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, but I'm doing it. And I'm going to gaze into our crystal ball here. We'll try and keep our mana up as we do this, as you just get lots and lots of value out of Vile Clutch. And again. Bolt of Fire. Oh, that was from Mara. Okay. That's okay. Wow, Mara pretty much died exclusively to Vile Clutch there. And Mara is supposed to be a difficult enemy. No, Mara is a difficult enemy. I'm just kidding. There's so many Death Scarabs right now. It's a good thing we have 25 shield. Look at this, we haven't even been slowed. We must be just blocking all of these. Are we? No, the Death Scarabs are getting owned by Gozag. All of them are being distracted by gold. Okay, never mind. It's a little bit of a sneak peek of what's going to happen in Zigs. Or at least I hope. I've never taken Gozag to a Zig, but that's my understanding. Everything just gets confused and then you win. You don't have to do anything, so I've been told. So much gold everywhere. Oh, Demon Trident on Mara? It's another Demon Trident of Elec, but +2, so no good. I see a manual over there, that's exciting. Hopefully it's not... Oh, we don't have anything to 27, right, so we can't get totally owned. Huh. I'm thinking we can import this gold off the alarm trap because we don't want to step on the alarm trap. But then I thought, or do we? Because that's going to pull the other greater mummies to us. And we can fight them here when we're near the stairs. Oh boy, dispersal trap plus Zot trap. I regret my decision. There are now 11 Death Scarabs here and we've got the Zot trap, dispersal trap thing going on. Okay, I totally regret this decision. Alright, lesson learned. Don't step on alarm traps. It's not good. This Zot trap could paralyze us. It could... Banishing us wouldn't matter. It's paralysis that I'm mostly afraid of. It could also make demons. Anatissimal is always really scary to us. And it can make more shadow creatures. Also, just randomly being teleported on the floor. I guess not that big a deal now, but at the beginning of a floor it would be. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to read a fog so that we just... Oh, we're getting dispersal trap. Well, the plan was to not be able to see the Zot trap, which it turns out that that's kind of happened accidentally due to being dispersed. Oh god, we're just going to be going everywhere. And when they get dispersed, does that break their zombie hands? I didn't notice, but I suspect it probably would. Oh my god, this is obnoxious. This is obnoxious as hell. Oh boy, our fog's running out too. We've been slowed. Oh yeah, no, that's fine. That's not the Zot trap. That's from the Scarabs. The Zot trap gave us contamination. Usually that's a really annoying thing because that means you're going to get badly mutated, but it's just going to hit our stats a bit, so it's not a big deal. As long as we don't get paralyzed. Alright, we're okay. Given the chance again, I do not think I would hit that alarm trap. It's an artifact ring. Our poison, iron plus, strength plus 3, stealth minus. That is useless. Yeah, we're ignoring it. How are we out of sorts? I don't know. But let's drop our amnesia. Is there anything here that we don't need? I think all these spells I'm pretty happy with. Oh yeah, we have spectral weapon. I completely forgot about that. We can drop our Sword of Cerebov here now that we're out of pan. I'm going to drop amnesia. What are your thoughts on where I should do my zigging? Where should we set up our home base? I'm pretty sure that I want to be here in Tomb 3 because we're a mummy, so this is our home. But if you got some other good idea, hit me up with it. No spells to your library. A manual of fire magic. Okay. All in on ignition? Question mark. So that brings our fire magic to a +2 aptitude. That's a terrible amulet. We're gonna test the hunting sling. If we want to get RF from our weapon, the Mace of Extinguishment is better, and that's a great name. The Mace of Extinguishment is a source of lots of RF. That's great. It's an artifact acid dragon scales just because I'm curious. It's +0. It's no good. An ebony dagger. We'll test it again. No. Okay, I think it... No, I'll keep the Umbra. There's our golden rune. And that's tomb done. Alright. Cool. So that wasn't too bad. As in, tomb's a lot nicer when you're undead. Which means... Training. Do I... Do I just turn fire magic on? Yeah, let's do it. I don't think this is the correct decision, but just because I want to train more skills, we're going to do fire magic as well. The aim of fire magic is ultimately to have firestorm and ignition. I don't know that we've ever found firestorm. Nope, never found firestorm in our game so far, but we do have ignition. It's not even in our list. It is in our list. It's a 100% chance to fail right now, which is not too surprising because we have 2 points of fire magic. But with a manual that should start going up. I was about to say it should start going up quickly, but that would be a lie because we're training 5 other skills. But you get the point. And now, that means all we have left to do is hell. Is that correct? I should look at this screen. That's easier to see. We've got 4 more runes and they're all hell. I say that's all that's left to go, but of course then there's infinite amounts of zigging to go afterwards. But I think you knew what I meant. In terms of collecting the runes, all we've got to do is hell. I had someone ask me, why are you even bothering to collect runes? Which was sort of an interesting question. I was a bit shook. But I don't know, there's no particular reason. If we're just planning to do zigs, we don't need to get the runes. But I said it just felt like the right thing to do. Yeah, even if we're not planning to win, it just feels like your character should have the runes. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, 4 branches of hell. I think maybe Cocytus might be one of the better ones, surprisingly. Probably we'll do the fire and ice first. Let's see. Do we go fire? The hell effect can confuse you, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because it can give you random miscast effects, and miscast effects can definitely confuse you. So I don't really want to take off the Amulet of the 4 Winds in there, in any of these hell ones. But if we're doing the fire hell, we're going to need more RF than this. Well, we can just go the easy route and just put on the Ring of Protection from Fire instead of the Ring of Phasing. I mean, that works. Yeah, that works. Having 2 pips of RF is perfectly fine for Gehenna. It's not as scary as when you're in the fire hell. So Asmodeus is nowhere near as scary as Cerebov is. So having 2 pips of RF is usually fine. I mean, we can always potion petition to get the 3rd if we need to. In hell, you just want to be diving as quickly as possible. The experience from killing these random zombies, etc. is quite low. There's never any loot. And the hell effect is hitting you all the time. So you just don't want to be in here. You don't want to fight Eldritch Tentacles, they paralyze you. It's a Demon Trident and Flaming, because of course it would be. Alright, the Hellion is the main threat of us here. So, Hell is full of a lot of torment, of course, but we don't care about that. The main thing that we're going to care about, wow. I wish I was able to cast Shatter right about now. But the main thing that's going to scare us in Hell is going to be Damnation. I also wish we had Song of Slaying right now. It's Crystal Ball. Just keep vial clutching stuff. This is an absurd amount of enemies. And Damnation is going to be on Hellions and on Brimstone Fiends. That was crazy, and we're still going. I think that was just a lot of enemies plus a really high roll on the hell effect, making a huge amount of summons. Oh man, we're still going. There's a Hellion. That needs to die before it gets a chance to call down Damnation on us. Oh. Yeah, okay, we've got some friends next to us. I was going to say, it's not going to hit us while we have stuff next to us, and then all that stuff died. Yeah, if it has allies around you, most of the time it's going to choose not to damn you. We're still going. This is insane. It's not how hell is meant to work. You're supposed to just be running around, not fighting 50 enemies at once. Hell, they're still coming. I feel like we got alarm trapped, but we didn't as far as I'm aware. Let's get all this gold though. That's the one upside of fighting so many enemies. We get rich in the process. There's a great philosopher who said that actually. It goes, get rich or die trying, I think is the name of his book there. Alright, so in this case, the Brimstone Fiend is immune to Damnation, as is the Hellion. So having both of those around me isn't going to stop them from using their spells. I don't know that they'll respect a shadow. I kind of don't think so. No, they are. Neither of them damned us. Alright, there you go. It's sort of interesting how that works. There's no actual guarantee. So when enemies are going to hit their allies, they do a roll to check whether or not they want to cast anyway. But still, as a general strategy, oh, here's the Hellion again. As a general strategy, having enemies around you when you don't want to be hit by AoE works. It's just not guaranteed. And the higher hit dice of the enemy you have near you, the less likely other enemies are going to be to want to hit it. And there's also, I don't know, if you go to my website, if you really want to know how this stuff works, you can go to Patachou's Tactics Guide, and he puts out all the the different equations and stuff, because there are also spells that well, we're doing it again, we're just fighting entire floors. There are some spells that monsters are less likely to care about allies when they use. Firestorm is one. I'm sure a lot of you will have had the experience on your Orbron where you get a Firestorm Panlord and he just does not care about firestorming all his other allies. Same with Glaciate. Alright, we don't have deflect missiles anymore, I just remembered. We should do that. I should also do Spectral Weapon. While we're fighting this much stuff. Okay, good. No, not good. Spectral Weapon against Damnation is not so great though. There's our wizardry. How are we going? Fire magic is almost up to 5. Okay, so I guess when you fight this many enemies at once, when they all come to you, you do get a fair amount of experience in hell. Let's keep going. We're trying to get down to Gehenna 7th, by the way. Each one of these hell branches has 7 floors, and it's on the 7th floor that you're going to find the Hell Lord with the rune. Oh, I did it again. Okay, do not do Spectral Weapon against enemies with Damnation. You'll be sharing that damage with it. I don't like this. I'm going to briefly switch weapons. If you ever switch away from your Spectral Weapon, it will disappear. As in, if you ever unwield the thing that's dancing, the Spectral Weapon will disappear. Oh, we just got alarm trapped. There you go. Alright, well the whole floor is probably running at us right now. So I'm going to go back to the stair. We may as well start fighting, but I don't know, if things go out of hand, we'll go back up. The way that these upstairs in Hell works is that if you take any one of those up, you don't just got one floor, it takes you all the way back to the Vestibule of Hell. We got petrified. Okay, this is why you don't allow Eldritch Tentacles to hit you. So they can paralyze you, but Petrify for a mummy is effectively the same. Because as you're petrifying, you quaff Cancellation Potion, and then that will get rid of it. But we're a mummy, so we can't quaff. But fortunately, we're standing on the stairs, so I'm just going to go back up, and we'll get petrified here in the vestibule. So it doesn't matter too much. But you can see why you don't ever want those guys to be hitting you in any sort of scary situation. And they can confuse you too, if you're a regular mummy. That's a nasty group. Oh, that's an even nastier group. These Hell Effect monsters, you should know, are not actually summons. So they're not summoned at all. They're just spawning monsters. So you get full experience from killing all of these. Oh, he's got Crystal Spear. Again, we've never found Crystal Spear. There are a lot of spells that we've never seen. It would be better to make our servitor be a Crystal Spear only servitor rather than Iron Shot. That does even more damage. Alright, we did find it downstairs, up there. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just auto-exploring. Oh, I missed. You can see how while we're fighting a lot of them, most of the enemies that we're meeting here in Hell are pretty just mediocre whatever enemies. They're not that threatening. It's just partially why you don't want to fight them, paradoxically, because you're not getting much out of it, and then you're potentially getting hit by the Hell effect. Oh yeah, also, much like in Tomb, the Hell effect can rot your stats quite significantly. So if you're low in one of them, you need to keep an eye out. Say you're a Minotaur Berserker and you've got 4 int. You need to watch it. Although if you have 4 int, that's so low that at any point you could just get taken down to 0. And on we go. Gain of 5. We got slowed. Oh, it was a Wraith. Yep, okay, that makes sense. I don't know. I'm just choosing to fight all this stuff. There's our shields up to 22. I don't know that I'd bother normally, but it's the fact that we're getting gold from killing enemies that is just making me want to keep fighting. I don't know. It shows that I should not be the sort of person to start gambling, I think. If gold has that much sway over me, that it's making me do something that I don't want to do. Oh yeah, you probably already worked that out earlier this episode where I kept rolling the random effects ones. Okay, so I want to focus on the Hellion. Oh, and here's now a Fiend. I can't remember ever having... It's Crystal Ball. Ever having a Hell quite like this with so many swarms of enemies. Yeah, our server timed out and we're still going. Crazy. We're up to 17,000 gold right now. That's how many enemies we've fought in here. I wonder if we should start making more shops at some point. Maybe. A lich. As in a lich, not an a lich. Huh? Executioners in Gehenna? That's not normal. Oh yeah, we can fly now. That is something we should do in here. We're not going to be meeting any of the airstrike monsters. And because there's going to be lava everywhere, flying is actually quite useful. If you're puzzled by the repositioning I did against the Fiend there, it's because I was getting him off the lava. If I kill him over the lava, we won't get the gold. So I gave him a few turns to potentially damn us in exchange for a small handful of gold. Definitely worth it. There's another one. We have been slowed by the Hell effect. Iron shot for the win. Hey, there we go. finally found it downstairs. I thought we were gonna have to explore this entire floor the way that was going. Fire magic's up to 8. I think our manual's still going. It is. How about we learn ignition? Not that that's a good spell to have here in Gehenna, because most things don't care about fire. Certainly the brimstone fiends don't. They're completely immune to it. But even just having that in our spell list means that we can potentially brilliance and cast it. So we'll learn ignition. Goes to spell H. I don't want it there because H is near. I've got G is silence. You know what? I'm going to make silence be capital G with equals S. Because I can imagine accidentally silencing yourself on a mummy when we're in the middle of some crazy Mega-Zig. Sounds like a great way to die. But with Shift G, that's going to be very hard to hit. And then ignition is on H. Can I put it on? I have nothing on W. Cool. Alright, well we're slowly getting towards it. And here's Gehenna 7. Training for 2 high-level spells at once. What a legend. Thanks, Blocks, but you should know how it works by now. Alright, I like to magic map here on these hell floors, and it tells us we fly across the lava and we go inside over there. So flying across the lava doesn't help us too much, I guess, because we've got to go all the way around anyway. Still, let's get these guys off the lava so we can steal their gold. Steal and then later spend their insides. Because of course we're not just training for 2 high level spells, we're also training fighting shields and spellcasting. And you know what? Once our shields and fighting and spellcasting are done, I'm probably going to turn on armor and dodging as well. Does that make you mad? I know it makes some of you mad. Alright, I need the Hellion to come to me. Come to me. We just ate a lot of damnations there. We're down below, or not quite below. We're down near half HP. And here's another fiend. Alright, I think I'm gonna fly on back down to our upstairs and rest our HP back. Alright, we're good. If you're low HP, resting anywhere in hell is kind of scary, because as you rest, the hell effect can dump fiends on your head. Oh, you have the acid. Corrosive bolt. And you hit us twice with it. Yeah, it's one of the scariest spells that liches have, believe it or not. Corrosive bolt. It really, really hurts. That was our deflecting missiles down. Oh, let's put it up again. That was super greedy there for me to look into the crystal ball, but I did it anyway. And let's figure out where we're going. Look at all this gold to collect. This is exciting. At this point in the game, if I'm playing normally, I would have gone into auto pickup and turned gold off because you don't need it anymore. But with Gozag, you always need it Greed is good. It's probably just in this end room, and it looks like everything ultimately leads that way. So I don't think it matters which way I choose to take us. Fiends. I am manually exploring because some of these, this one doesn't look like a castle, but some of these forts that MuWz is in are absolutely full of fiends and hellions. So if you are not careful, you're suddenly facing down huge amounts of damnation all at once. Okay, let's go get the treasure first. I see another manual, that's exciting. Yeah, see there are two in this room. Oh, here's the Mace of Variability. It's a chaos weapon, but does chain chaos. It's been buffed recently. We're gonna have to pick that up because otherwise we're gonna have to come back and get it again. Some of our wands at this point probably don't matter much. Let's see. What can we drop in here? We can drop... I need all this stuff. Okay, let's drop Scattershot and... kind of want all this stuff. It's all good. Let's drop the Int plus 7 ring. That's not too exciting. Yeah, because otherwise we're going to have to come back and get the Mace of Variability. That's a manual staves. That's useless. Uh-oh. He didn't see us, which was good. Because I was in a sort of a rough spot with a lot of open space. And this manual is manual of bows. Okay, we don't need either of those. No spells, still no firestorm. Yeah, if you're confused about what's going on with the artifacts, it's because as you zig, you eventually are going to generate every unrand art in the game. So then you collect them all and you make a big layout of them. It's a +0 plate armor. So if I don't pick it up now, I'm gonna have to come back and get it later. Which I could do. It's not like in Pan where if I didn't pick the item up, we would lose it forever. But still, saves us another trip back. Alright, oh! I didn't realize that was the last room. I just walked straight in. That was dumb of me. I thought there was one more room. Alright, so we didn't buff up or do any of our summons first. And here's MuWz. Well, that's going to be it for now. So if you want to see how this fight goes, come back next time. There might not be a video tomorrow. I'm recording this on Christmas morning and I've got, I don't know, a lot of family stuff today, so I don't know that I'll have time to record another one. But Merry Christmas to everyone. See you all later.